Good morning. So today I'm going to talk to y'all in the car again about something that a lot of people have also asked me about, and that is losing that mom belly. I hear those words a lot. People have sent me messages about that, and first let me say I understand your frustrations. I've been there. I had some twins. You can imagine how that went. It was not fun. And just being pregnant is a lot on your body to start with, and then having twins is not fun. I'll just say that. But anyway, after you have a baby, a lot of people get or they notice that they have that lower belly pooch or fat or whatever, lower stomach that they may not have had before. And I've seen people talk about all these exercises, do these exercises for this mom tummy and post baby tummy and all this stuff, and really it's pretty crappy and misleading, I think. The thing is yeah, your belly gets stretched, your abs get stretched. You can get a diastasis recti, which is when your abdominal muscles separate. I definitely had that big time, as you can imagine. I was about 125 pounds when I got pregnant with the twins, and pretty lean and small, and I felt like they ripped my stomach apart, like my abs. I mean, it was not fun. Anyway, you can have that diastasis, lower belly fat, whatever you want to call it, but doing all these special exercises really not going to make a difference. The thing is that mom belly that you have is just fat. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I've been there. And remember, you look at the rest of your body and you're like, oh, it's not too bad, I just have this mom belly thing going on, because I had kids. And it's really, it's an excuse, sort of. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, but if you're wanting to get rid of that, it's nothing special that you're going to do, some secret thing or anything. It's just fat. Like, you just need to lose some more fat. That's what it is. I'm not calling anyone fat or anything. I mean, I have fat on my body too. We all have fat. And I do believe that it can be different. And I mean, it is different than before you had kids, probably. Like, I didn't ever really have belly fat before, even when I had fat on my body. That wasn't an area that I had fat on. And then after I had kids, I did. And I remember, I pretty much weighed exactly the same right after I had them, but my body did not look the same. I think what happens is I lost muscle for sure, and so I weighed the same, so that got replaced with fat. And I couldn't eat entirely the way I wanted, because most of the time I just couldn't eat because I didn't have any room to breathe. But I couldn't eat entirely the way I wanted or exercise entirely the way I wanted. And the body is built for survival. It will eat your muscle for fuel if it has to. So what's going to be left is extra fat, and it may come back in a different place than it was before. That was definitely the case for me. And I remember going through a time where I thought, like, there's no way that this is ever going to be back to normal. And that's just how it is. I had kids. I have separated abs. They were like ripped apart. And I mean, I fared pretty well. I weigh almost the same. I'll just be happy with that. But that's not the case. I mean, I would see other people like online, or fitness models, or just different people, and I'm like, how do they look like that? And they had kids. There must be some secret. And then I just kept working out and working on my diet, and getting leaner and leaner. And then I was like, well, I do have abs. They're under there. And really, I mean, you get lean enough, nobody's going to care about the stretch marks, extra skin, that diastasis. I mean, it's not even going to be that noticeable. The issue is really that You have extra fat there. That's what it is. There's no special exercises that can get rid of that. I mean, maybe there's exercises that people say don't do this if you have a diastasis, separated abs, because it makes it worse and all that. So I tried to avoid that stuff for a while, like sit-ups and just different ab exercises, because I just thought that was my belly and I have this diastasis and that's just how it's going to be. But over time it just got better basically on its own, and I mean, I do whatever ab exercises I want to do now. I don't target that area specifically. Really, your overall body fat is what's going to be the biggest role in that. Yeah, so just getting leaner is what's going to do it. Some people, everybody holds their fat in different areas. Some people, for me, I found during my bodybuilding, my figure preps that I did, where I was getting extreme lean, not every day like I can live like this kind of lean, but those areas were that, and the butt area, the last area to go. I mean, I was super lean, had lots of muscles and not much body fat, and those areas, like, I still had upper thigh cellulite a little bit under my butt, still had a little bit of that lower belly thing going on, and it just took a while to go away. It did go away eventually, and then when I stopped doing that and I started eating more again, that's the first place that it came back. So everybody's is different. Some people may look like they have the same body shape, size, or weigh the same as you, but you have more lower belly fat than they do. That's not because they're doing something secretive or some special exercise or some special food or whatever. It's just that's where they hold their fat and that's where you hold your fat. It's just different, but you just have to look at your own body and work with what you've got. And if you've been working at it and you still have that, I mean, it's just that you need to get leaner if that's what you want. I'm not saying that you have to get rid of that at all, but if that's what you're wondering, that's what the deal is. You just have to get leaner. There are lots of fitness people out there. I say the bodybuilders a lot because that's what I like. That's my sport that I love, and I like to look at those girls online and their pictures and exercises and things like that. But there's a lot of them. If you look, I like to look at them because they get extremely lean, so you can see things better basically. But if you look at them really close, even when they're up on the stage, they're shredded. I've seen lots of them with the diastasis. Their abs are separated. They still have stretch marks. Their cellulite's gone by that point on the stage, but all of that stuff is still there. It's just not noticeable at all because they're so lean and their muscles are bulging. So anyway, I just don't want people to be fooled into thinking that there's some special thing you have to do to get rid of this mom belly. I mean, I have friends that haven't even had kids and they're like, I don't know why I have this lower belly thing going on like I was pregnant. It's like, well, that's just what it is. I mean, the whole rest of your body can be lean, and that's where you hold fat. That sucks because for girls, a lot of girls have it, and I mean, your body is built basically for one thing, a reproductive survival. I mean, just get back to the basics of it. That's what it is. It's going to do everything it possibly can to ensure that you are able to reproduce. And so holding on to body fat wherever it can is what it's going to do. And usually that's the last place. I mean, it's not going to want to let it go. So you might have to get creative with your exercising or diet or whatever it is, but you just have to get leaner. That's what it is. But I don't want you to be discouraged thinking that, well, I had kids and so I have this belly, and after I had my first kid it wasn't that bad, and I had another kid and it's really bad. And that's just, I mean, don't accept that if you don't want to. I mean, if you're fine with your body, that's fine. I'm not telling you to hate it because it has belly fat, but if you want to get rid of that, don't let that make you think that you can't, because you can. You totally can. It just might be harder to get that lean because your body just doesn't want to do it. Anyway, that's my fit tip rant from the day. Don't be fooled thinking there's some special thing you can do, like, oh yeah, like that flat tummy tea. Come on, people, don't waste your money on that crap. It's like, those people are getting paid to do that. I went on their site to see what you can do, and there was like this whole thing about, oh, you could be one of our spokespeople, but you have to post on social media X amount of times, and you have to get this many likes, and then we'll give you X amount of dollars and stuff. I mean, you really think those people are drinking that stuff? It's probably disgusting. Maybe they are, and I feel sorry for them if they are. I mean, maybe they just like drinking tea. I don't really know, but that's not what's gonna do it. I mean, I got super shredded, like 8% body fat, which is insane for a girl. It's extreme. I don't recommend anyone to do that to live by. It was for the competition, and I just stayed that way for a little while. But anyway, I got shredded like that. Never took fat burners, never did any special exercises, didn't drink any freaking tea, flat tummy slim detox tea, none of that stuff. You don't need to do all that. What you need is healthy food and an exercise plan. That's what you need. But so just don't waste your money on that stuff, on all these supplements. Like I was talking about yesterday, the supplements are on things that people are ensuring is gonna get rid of this mom belly or bloat or whatever. I mean, bloating is a whole other issue, but really it's just fat. But that should be encouraging to you, because that means you can get rid of it if it's fat. I mean, you're not like scarred for life from having a kid or whatever. And there's a lot of people that have had kids or don't have kids that have lower belly fat to get rid of. So anyway, hope everyone has a great day, and that's my fit rant from the car today.